Hi guys, today's video is going to be all about my resolutions. So that's kind of personal, YouTube, blogging and all that stuff. And I'm going to try and whiz through stuff because I know my videos are super long and not everybody likes that. And this is the kind of video that I could get really rambly. So I'm going to try and be concise. Famous last words, we'll see. Plus, my little red light is flashing already, so that'll give me a little bit of extra motivation to get on with it. So I'm going to whiz through my personal ones first of all because they might be slightly less interesting for you guys. First of all, I want to cook more. This year, I've definitely fallen into the trap of we've moved to a place where it's basically fast food central, and I just want to cook more. I know that when I was losing weight before, when I was into my slimming world, that was pushing me to cook, but at the same time, it was putting that extra. It was making me feel like I had to for the diet that I was on, and I just want to motivate myself to cook more, whether it be healthy or not. Just cook from scratch more often. I'm going to push myself to do that at least 4 times a week and try and meal plan a little bit more. Definitely more cost-effective way of doing my weekly shop as well. Next, I want to have a switch off time for computer work. So not just necessarily my computer and technology and all that stuff. If I want to sit and play a game or do something else on my laptop, that's fine, or like browse the internet or something. But I want to switch off, like after a certain time, if I get an email, I don't answer it. Because it's really difficult when you do work for yourself, which effectively bloggers and YouTubers do, to not just be on call all the time. So if I get something that's work related after a certain time, I want to have kind of like an end of day. And I feel like that's going to help me separate my personal life and my work life a little bit better this year. Number 3, make use of my desk. And this is on the same tack. I want to separate things a little bit more because it's easy to kind of let everything spill into my entire house. I have a different setup right now where I'm filming, and this is in my bedroom where I have my makeup and stuff, and I can actually get out of the way of everyone whilst they're in the house up here and work on some stuff if I want to, or even film videos like I am right now and everyone's on the bottom floor. Whereas obviously under normal circumstances, when it's not the holidays, I have space on the bottom floor to be filming and working whilst everyone's out during the day. So I am trying to create spaces so that I can get away from my normal living area to work and separate that as well, which hopefully will work. I mean, I have a desk area downstairs that I should be using a little bit more. And my last one, personal, is to read a book. And I'm really keeping this as simple as I can. My task is to read a book in a year. I don't know if I read a book this year. Last year I read a couple of autobiographies. I have a couple of Lindsay Kelk books that I really want to read this year. I want to reread some stuff. But I'm going to give myself, read a book. That's all I'm telling myself to do, read a book. Whether it's a new book or an old book, don't care. I feel like if I read a book, I'll get the bug for it again and read more. But so much of my life is now online, and with technology, I want to attempt, we'll see, to switch up from that occasionally and get back to stuff that I really enjoy. I used to really enjoy reading. I just don't make time for it these days. Next, YouTube and blogging. Number 1, find a schedule that works and stick to it. This is kind of, I'm on the fence about this. I wrote this about a week ago, and since then, I don't know. Last year I relaxed, I'm just reading from my notes. Last year I relaxed my schedule for YouTube, but now I have more time to film. I intend to get back into a regular upload pattern, which I do, but I am also going to relax it slightly. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Take a blogging break, which is what I had intended to do. I've put, try to find enjoyment again by blogging when I want to. Now, what I've actually decided to do, I'm pretty sure what I've actually decided to do blogging wise is to kind of rebrand. I don't want to go down the avenue of like branding to my name, because I feel like you guys know me as a certain name, and I have my Miss Budgie Beauty, I have my Diary of a Spendaholic. They're my 2 personas on YouTube, and I'm really happy with them. I've got 2 sides of the same coin basically. I've got really enjoy low cost, good value beauty products, and then everything else basically is on the other side of it. So I really enjoy that, and I feel like that's a really good separation. I'm going to keep that. I'm not changing my name for either of those channels. I like that. But on my blog, I've lost my way a little bit. And I know you guys are watching me on YouTube now, so I don't want to ramble too much about my blog because you guys might not be interested in it. But I think what I'm going to do is slightly rebrand and make it MBB. So rather than Miss Budget Beauty on my blog, I'll be MBB. Everything will stay the same, my social media, the actual URL of everything is going to stay the same, but do kind of a slight redesign and make it more lifestyle so that I can incorporate everything from every part of the internet that I contribute to. I can put it together on that blog. So if I want to talk about parenting, I can, travel, if I want to talk about beauty, fashion, bags, shoes, vlogs, cooking, anything. I don't want to be tied down to that budget beauty title, which is part of the reason that I created my Diary of a Spendaholic channel on YouTube, was so that I could filter out all the non-budget beauty content from this channel over there. And I want my blog to be an all-encompassing space so that I can talk about whatever I want, but I don't want to lose my name, because obviously that's what you guys know me by. But so that's my plan, but you guys tell me what you think. That's kind of how I feel like I'm gonna go with everything. And what I'm going to do schedule wise, I'm planning to do Monday, Wednesday uploads on this channel, Tuesday, Thursday uploads, one of which will be a weekly vlog on my Diary of a Spendaholic channel. And then on my blog, I don't know yet. We're going to see what happens in the new year and how I feel about it. But I'm thinking I'm going to take Friday, Saturday, Sunday as days off / bonus days, because I work Thursday, Friday out of the house, and obviously Saturday, Sunday is my weekend. So I think what I'm going to do is, like, Monday to Thursday, there'll be content across the board, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be my long weekend off, where I can kind of catch up for the next week, or potentially create bonus content if I have something extra to show you that week. So I'm thinking if I ever have anything sponsored, that can fit in that slot, and I'm not going to be taking up a slot of a regular scheduled content, if you know what I mean, as well. So that's what I'm thinking of. I have some new series for 2016 that I've noted down here as well. Not just new series, but series I'm going to continue with in the next year. And this is where I'd like your input as well. If you guys would like to see something specific, something different, if you want a change, if you want to see something new, then please feel free to suggest that now, and I can kind of see if I can work that in, or what other people say in the comments about that. Currently Loving is going to continue, so rather than my monthly posts where I talk about my favourites, I'm going to continue to do Currently Loving as and when I feel like I have a bunch of products, 2, 3, 4, however many products I want to talk about. That's going to be my Currently Loving post, as frequently as I see fit. One brand, Get Ready With Me, seemed to be popular this year, so I'm going to continue to do that in the new year as well. I have a whole list that you guys have been asking for, so hopefully I can get through that next year. Empties, again, it's something that never seems to go away. I still love watching empties, and so I'm going to continue making them. Weekly vlogs, and I'm going to do that every single week. That's the plan anyway. Every single week. So if you like weekly vlogs, they will be on my other channel. Plan and organise with me. That is something that, if it hasn't already gone up, I will have a video basically outlining what I'm going to be doing with that. And I'm going to do all of that over on my other channel as well. So that's going to be kind of where I talk about my planner spread, for example. Here we go. I've kind of planned out some of my videos for January already, and I will show you how I do that, and we'll talk a little bit about it in videos on a monthly basis, which is not going to be for everyone, but that's a little bit like Kai Flicks. I have a very specific audience that watches my Kai Flicks videos, where I basically just talk about what TV and Netflix I've been watching that month. Super dull for most of you, I'm sure, but I really enjoy TV. I love TV, and I want someone to talk about TV with. And so I will do some spoiler posts and stuff separately this year, because that's been something that's kind of holding me back. I want to talk about stuff, but I don't want to spoil it for people. So I think I'm going to do some specific things where it's like, spoiler, don't watch this if. But I'm going to continue my Kai Flicks videos because I really enjoy making them, and the people that do watch them, small as that audience is, seem to enjoy watching them as well. And we kind of just share our favourites in the comments as well. It's a bit of a discussion, so I'm going to continue those on my other channel as well. And the last series I'm going to continue is my hair damage diary. That's something that I've had quite a few requests for recently, an update on my hair damage. I actually have an appointment to have it coloured. I haven't had it coloured in months at this point. An appointment to have it coloured on the 2nd of January, and then shortly after that I'll be having hair extensions fitted. Not long hair extensions, they're keratin bonded extensions from Great Lengths, and I think they'll probably at most be down to there. It's mostly to fill out my hair and allow it to kind of look a little bit fuller and not so broken whilst it's growing. I spoke to the hairdresser, he was totally cool with it, he thought my hair was in fine condition to have it done, and I'm actually being sent there from Great Lengths to have the process done kind of for review. So I feel more confident doing that because obviously they know that I'm going to tell you guys about it, and I feel like if I'd gone to the hairdressers and they'd thought my hair wasn't strong enough for the bonds, they wouldn't have done it, because they know I'm going to say, you know, they said it was strong enough, you know, that I'm gonna be annoyed about it if my hair all falls out. So I feel more confident going to them, as my roots are totally fine. I have like this much root that never was like fully bleached. It's all this, all like that to that, which was the hair that was you know, block bleached. So I've got quite a lot of growth that's maybe just had one set of highlights on it, and then quite a lot of growth that's total natural. So we'll see what he does with the colour, but I will do some more hair damage diaries in the new year. The next one will probably be after I've had my colour, and then I'll have one not long after that about my hair extensions. So that kind of should answer those questions that people have been asking me about that. And I'll talk a little bit about the hair products that have been working for me in the meantime. So yeah, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. It's just a kind of a catch up and an update and something to let you guys know what I'm thinking in the new year. This is how I feel like my channels and my blog are going to move forward into 2016, and how they're going to work for me. But I always really invite your input and your feedback, because you guys are the ones that I'm putting this out for. Without you, what would be the point in making the videos or writing the blog posts? You know, I have kind of I have my vision and my idea of what I want to create, and it's important that I create something I like and I enjoy making, but it's also really important that I create something that you guys want to see. So very much would love to hear feedback from you guys, what you've enjoyed this year, what you haven't enjoyed, what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. And other than that, really have a great new year. I can't believe it's nearly 2016. It's absolutely amazing. It's just flown. Where did that go? Where did that year go? I have no idea. But I'm really excited for the new year and really excited for some of the new stuff that's going to come up. So I hope you are too, and I will see you guys in my next video.